Welcome to the Win Dummy Podcast, episode number 75. Today is August the 25th. I'm your host, Smitty. Got a fun show lined up for tonight. We're going to talk about everything that we saw Idlewild. We're going to make some way too early player of the year picks. We are going to, I don't know what we're going to talk about. It's just going to be fun. We're going to have one of my old buddies on here, Mr. Jordan Schaefer. Some people think he's the best flicker in the area. I think he might be second. Let's bring him in. What up,
Hey,
dude?
what's going on?
Nothing, man. Just didn't even get to go out and play today. I usually play a little bit on Mondays. I did a little putting, but it was kind of moist and I didn't feel like getting out too much. So we got our first comment. Bet you $1, Michael Juna.
Yep.
All right. So what's up with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Wish I could have got out today, take advantage of the nice, cool weather, but I guess we're gonna have more opportunities to do that this week. It's supposed to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I love this weather and even, another 10 or 15 degrees cooler. I do not hate playing disc golf in shorts and hoodies. I think it's nearly perfect when the leaves start changing and falling. Oh, beautiful out there. But then it just means one thing, Shay.
We're losing daylight.
Time to go into hibernation, baby. This old man is not going out in that cold stuff.
The cold is fine as long as it's, you can have wind, you can have cold, or you can have precipitation. But once you get two of those mixed in the same round, it becomes miserable. 3, forget about it.
Yeah, 3, you just DNF or stay home. Yeah. So speaking of rain, I feel like we got a little bit lucky Saturday. We both went down to Tick Ranch and played the scholarship tournament, and there was a little rain in the forecast. And I got rained on the way there. Did you get rained on the way there?
Drove through a little bit. Not too bad, though. Sprinkles.
And once we got there and started playing, there was we never even got spit on.
No, had good cloud cover most of the time, but yeah, no rain.
Yeah, what a fun course that is. Wouldn't you love to walk out your front door and have a disc golf course right in your yard?
Yeah, it'd be a shame. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take care of it, but it's a cool course to have in your property.
Yeah, I don't know how much you would play it if it was yours and in your yard.
Yeah.
Basically, it's no different than Millbrook for me, though. I just get in my truck and drive a few blocks and I'm there. But the thing I like about Millbrook is when I go out there, I can bump into people and see people.
Yes.
Interact with people. I don't want people coming to my house, man.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I don't want to deal with all that comes with that. So, and you played really well the first round, it looked like.
One round, yeah. Second round, I don't know what it was, but just like every putt I stepped up to for the first 10 holes or so, I was just scared. And I don't even think it was the baskets. Sure, they're the Paulsons, but for a homemade basket, they do a pretty good job. And so I don't know that those got in my head, but it took me forever. And then by the time I started getting going, it was too late.
Yeah, I think I wish we would have played the same course the second round that we played the first round. I thought it was a lot more fun course. The second round, if you were putting, you weren't playing well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were so short, and the guys on my card kept throwing thumber and tomahawk and after every shot, and it was kind of tricky to try to throw over the top on those little short holes with something that you could bring back and finish at the basket. I was leaking a lot of them left, and finally I said, screw it, and just started throwing putters straight up the gap. So,
Yeah.
Sean actually caught me and tied me.
Okay.
And then he had a bad drive, and I made a decent putt, like a 24, 25 footer. And then we both parred, and then I threw a bad drive and made a big putt, and he missed a short putt. Then we had 3 holes left, and we both birdied all of them coming in. I went putter, putter, putter all the way in. So it was one of those days, man. But what a great cause. What a cool thing to do all those years. So awesome that all the pros get a disc. Came home with a.
Yeah, that was really
disc.
cool. It's not very often that's when you're a pro, you get to come home with something. And it was kind of nice.
Yeah. And everybody gets a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, some kid somewhere is going to be a big winner getting some sort of a scholarship. So
it was cool. One of the recipients was there. It was cool to talk with him for a little bit.
I watched one throw he had. Smoked a tree.
No, there are a few of them to hit out there.
Yeah, every hole has a few. So right on, man. Well, you ready to roll?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's start where we always start. What's popping? What's been going on in the world of disc golf? Well, Shafe, we had a couple of events this weekend. One that I'm really not too prepared to talk about, but I kind of think we should look at it a little bit. We had the AM Worlds. Did you know that was going on?
I did. I know Drew Pyle from our area headed out there and played. Not sure if there was anybody else. Yeah. I think Bennett Domeland was out there.
No, Bennett did not play. Bennett's last AM event was Ledgestone. I was kind of shocked. I thought he might try to go Junior Worlds and then AM Worlds to finish it off, but he went to Ledgestone instead. Any idea what Andrew did?
I saw his first round score and it wasn't the greatest, but he was out at Harmony Bends. You know, it's pretty tough out there, but
yeah,
I didn't see where he ended up.
Well, let's take a peek. We won't single out Drew, but let's see what won it and how good they were. We had a dude named Hayden Carroll, 997 rated amateur, come out with a one-stroke victory over RJ Chirkus, 981. To me, that seems 981 sounds like good AM, right? A guy who's probably ready to go pro, thinking about moving up to pro. This Hayden dude, I'm guessing, is a pro every tournament except for AM Worlds. And then in third place, we had James Collier, who won AM Nationals.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's the James Conrad lookalike, the same initials and everything.
Yeah, and then fourth place, we had a 998 rated Austin Yoder. So basically, 3 of the top 4 were 1,000 rated players.
That's what it takes nowadays.
Does it? I mean, yeah, it's what it takes to win it for sure.
To win the majors.
On the dude's side, on the and there's a lot of 990 rated dudes in there, which is fine. I mean, I think they all have a shot at. They should all take a shot at winning an AM World Championships. It's kind of one of the things. So
I don't knock it because it takes a sacrifice to keep AM status. And so if you're willing to keep your AM status, then you should be rewarded with playing these big majors. And I don't know that I would ever do it, but
I'm going to give it this. Kind of takes a sacrifice. These guys all turn down cash and they take merchandise for the value of their payout.
But I don't think that works at A tiers.
You can't do that at A tiers?
I think there's a rule that says you can't do that at A tiers.
Yeah, I don't know what the rule is in an A tier. I'm probably never gonna run one. That's not my style.
Sure.
So, but I know that
But
all the amps that play all the C tiers around here are taking plastic in lieu of cash to keep that amp status so they can eventually do it. Now, the lady side is a different story.
Okay.
You don't got to be 1,000 rated to be at the top of the AM pool on the lady side. You know what you got to be? Less than 15 years old.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I I was interested in the lady side a little bit more because I met Haley Huber last year at Frontier Open. You played last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think she was the one of the only like advanced type women, and she was really good. And she was 14 last year, and she kind of had an off day at the Worlds. And dang, dude, she had a shot at winning. You can go watch it on Gatekeeper. She had a tough hole down the stretch to give it to lose it, but good gosh, dude, she was banging some putts, man. She is so good. But Teresa Suevas is her name, the winner. She apparently she's played like 3 pro events, and I don't see a single junior event, so she must be over 18. Peyton, FJ15 at Worlds this year, so there's a 15-year-old. Haley, 15. Kylie Kahat, FJ 18. So on the ladies' side, these junior ladies were showing out. Yeah, no, that's not true, Mike. That cash just gets turned to plastic right there on the spot, and the TD
maybe
just
at A tiers.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, somebody can look at it and see and tell us, but I don't care that much about it really. So, and then there was another tournament going on, one that we are interested in, the LWS Open at Idlewild. I love this tournament. I've loved this tournament for several years. Dude, there's just something about going back to a course that has history that I think just this swing that we're getting into for me is the most fun part of the entire season because we've seen these courses for 8 or 10 years and we love them. They don't change that much. What are your thoughts on Idlewild?
So I don't always watch the pros. I don't know if prior to this event, if I've ever watched a full round of Idlewild, but I've seen the holes. I recognize them. And so watching this event, I'm like, oh yeah, this hole with, back green and all this. And it meant a little bit more to me as not somebody that has watched every event of every year. And it's a cool track. I think it would be fun to go play. And it looks, they cleaned it out, the woods, and I don't know, you could just tell all the work that they had put in it. It looked great and looked fun. And yeah, the familiarity is pretty cool too.
Yeah. And what I think I like about it is I think there's a couple of tracks that dudes like you and me and the pros around here could go and possibly compete. Now I say that, and Brad Schick, who has over 200 wins and is top 5 at Pro Masters this year, finished like 80 something. But I feel like Waco and Idlewild are courses where if we go and we're on our game, we're on our game that first round. We might be playing on feature card the second round. Now, is it highly likely? No, but it could happen. Nick Carl did it a few years ago, and we're as good as that turd.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it. And both of those courses are always squished together. The field is so tight packed in most cases. And I think it makes for exciting, fun to watch disc golf. It's not great for the crowd, either one of those places.
Sure.
As we saw on hole 8, that last round. That was amazing. When Gannon, we'll get to it, I guess, but I watched it live, the tournament. I then watched Jomez because that thing was so awesome. I wanted to see a German Uly's take, and on hole 8, dude, I literally laughed just the way it played out. I loved it. It was great. But all right, let's look at it a little bit. Let's kind of see what was going on there at Idlewild. Let's start with the ladies. Okay, so after the first round, Own Doggins, as they called her on the coverage, she got that dog in her. She does, doesn't she? That chick's.
Yeah, she's good.
She's my spirit animal. She came out shooting hot, over 1,000 rated, 7 down. And I looked at the lead card and I said, no way. No way any of these chicks even remotely hang with her. Katrina Allen, 2-time world champ. Not a shot, right? I knew she was gone. Allie Smith. Have you watched Allie Smith play?
I haven't.
Semi-local. She's from the Kansas City area. She had a really shaky putt. Unlike all these other people who are like get shaky putts, she did something drastic, right? And by drastic, I don't mean missing 3 and 4 foot right. She started turbo putting, but not spinning.
Flopping them in. Yeah.
Flopping them in. And it's effective for her. But let's get real.
From
Are you going to be able to compete with that? 15. That's all you got. Think about if Evelina had that from 15 feet.
True.
She'd win every tournament. Right? Oh, you're about to be. Don't you sweat it there, little buddy. She's so much fun. And then we had Sarah Holcomb. Also, she a 2-time world champ? If she's not a 2-time world champ, she should be. She got into a crash one year on the way to the final rounds. I think she's a world champ for sure, and it might be 2. I'm not sure. But she's not going to hang with Own.
Well, how many times have they even hung around this year?
Yeah. None.
Right.
None. So after round 2, the cream started to rise to the top a little bit. Kind of. Alexis Mondahano, the lesser of the Mondahano sisters, in my opinion, played really well here last year. She got like top 5 last year, 4th place, I think. Was a 6 back of Own after round 2. And she was the closest competitor. Kat Allen was now at 6 down, 7 back. Valerie Mondahano was 8 back. And I really thought that if there was anybody that had a shot, it was probably Val, maybe Missy Gannon, who was at 4, 9 back. But 9 back is a long ways back. But
sure, it's a wooded course with OB, and swing changes can happen. But the chaser has to be so clean and so perfect to make up 9 strokes.
Oh, you mean like Owen Scoggins at Worlds?
Well,
right. She had no business winning that tournament. She was so far back that, like I said, she's got that dog in her. The rest of them don't.
Yeah.
Right. So they're going to mess up. Well, anyhow, came down to the end. It ended up being Own shooting let's look at my graphic I made. Ended up being Own shooting 18 down for the tournament. Missy with the hot round of the day at 7. Nowhere near Own. Own just ran off and left him. And Val with back-to-back podium finishes, edging out her sister by 4 strokes. So you look at that top 10 list of ladies there. That's an interesting list, man. Of course, none of the Euros are there, right? They'll be back at Deglo, I'm assuming. But you expect to see Owen and you expect to see Missy in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Any names that are missing for you?
Did Holland play?
Holland played. Even par. Owen beat her by 18. So
who else has been in the mix a lot? Ella?
Cadence? Cadence was bad. Let's put these alphabetical. It'll be a little easier to see. So Cadence finished in 19th, 7 up. She moved up 20 spots the last round. That's how far out of it she was. And I mean, she really, after Des Moines and that little stretch, she looked like she was going to be the next one, right? She was
what everybody was saying.
Good. No Ella, but then, I mean, there's not a lot of great ladies that played this tournament, which is good and bad. It gives some of these other gals a chance to get up there in the mix. But
the FPO field hurts when the Euros aren't there.
The Euros, Paige, Ella missing, so a lot of names missing. This thing was up for the taking, and Owen don't give a dang. She's there to win it. She's there to win it. So, you ready?
Sure.
Let me get ready. Should we talk about the dudes?
Let's do it.
Man, what a day. What a day for disc golf, Jordan. What a weekend for disc golf.
I mean, Macbeth's back.
Oh, yes. And what a way for it to play out, right? Let's just call it up. There we go. My dude, Paul Macbeth, finally putting 3 rounds together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been showing all year glimpses of awesomeness, followed by just utter garbage, right? And I think we got to look at some of the problems going that last round. He won by 1. He scrapped and fought to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have lost it.
He lost the lead with 6 holes left, 5 holes left.
Yeah, he did. Let me kind of run down through what happened. Okay, so he was 1 stroke up on. Let's not get crazy, Kyle. He was 1 stroke up on Gannon after the second round. Anybody's ball game. Hole 1. Gannon absolutely pimped that drive day 2. He parked that thing for an eagle, right? Turned it over, hit a tree, bad kick, not in a good spot, out of bounds. Chipped up 45 feet as Paul is just chirping away there under the basket. 45 feet, I'm thinking, ain't no way this dude misses this. And guess what? Heart of the chains. Only gives up a stroke when it could have easily been 2, maybe more. If he airballs that putt from 45, dude, that thing could go anywhere. Hole 2, yeah, sick hole, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to play that hole. So sick. Both birdie. Hole 3, sick hole. Both birdie. Hole 4. By the way, did you know that Paul Macbeth went 12 down on the first 4 holes for the tournament?
Yes. Yeah.
4 for 4 for 4. Incredible. Right? Well, Gannon picked up an OB on hole 4, threw it out of bounds. 2 OBs in 4 holes. Shocking to me. That dude seemingly never goes out of bounds, seemingly never has a bad break. And both of those could probably be classified as bad breaks. Right? The tree on 1, and then the shot on 4 was just straight down. No shot, no chance. 5. That hole scares me just looking at it on TV. It's the sloping towards the water.
To the water, yeah.
And then it must have been a bad wind because hang on a minute. You know why I'm wearing it. You know why. But they both par that, go on to hole 6, both birdie, go on to hole 7, both par. Hole 8. Let's talk about hole 8. Okay. Paul's finished. Chips out. Finally gets in front of Gannon. 315 feet away. Can't even see the basket. Throws it over that hill. Gets a nice roar from the crowd. And he's just thinking he's parked. It was the most delayed reaction ever. The scorekeeper comes running up over the hill. You did it. It's in. The crowd finally catches on that it's in. They're probably watching the live feed on their phones, and it finally catches. They go nuts. He doesn't know what to do. He raises his hands up. It was great, man. But what a Gannon Burr thing to do. Can you think of anybody else who does that?
I mean,
no,
it takes one line and he just peered it, and that's just what he's doing right now.
Yeah, and if it didn't hit it, it wasn't going that far past, and he's probably making the putt. But he bangs that, right? And that's hole 8. Gets him back to within 2 of Paul, right? It looked like it was over going into that hole. Paul was up 4. So that hole gets him to within 2. Hole 9, they both par. Hole 10, Gannon catches another one on Paul. So now he's 1 back. Now we got a serious ball game. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, hole 7 was a big hole, right? Didn't Paul make a huge putt on 7? Well, that's one for Spit, I think. Let's see what happened on 7. I don't remember. But anyhow, let's look at 7 for Paul.
Is that par 3 up the hill?
That's the flick over the OB. Paul threw it into the bushes and tried to rolled back into the bushes. Oh, I think that is where he had the spit. Yeah. Threw it out, threw it to 17 feet, spit out. They both. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch after the show. Thanks, Kyle, for making me look stupider. I would say stupid. It's pretty easy. So anyhow, hole 12, we got the old 5-3 swing. And like you said, Gannon takes the lead. And, dude, I was freaking not happy at this point. I'm thinking, here we go. Something dumb is going to happen. Oh, this is the one where Paul salted off to the right. And this is what I'm talking about. This is like hole 7 that Kyle's talking about. When Paul throws this roller, he's being super aggressive. And that could have bit him so bad, dude. And I'm guessing that's what's been happening all year. We don't know. We don't see any of his play. But he somehow saves it for a par and gets up and down. But then hole 12, he's way off to the right, and he finds some way to flick a shot up through the trees. Isn't that 12? And he gets to the outside, lays up. Yeah, that's the one where he had to spit. And Gannon takes the one-shot lead, and I'm like, oh, God, here we go. The wild. Gannon never misses this. He's going to throw this so far down the fairway. Oh. Straight left.
Mm-hmm.
To which point I'm thinking, oh, yeah, anybody else in the world, that's out of bounds and pinched and screwed. But this kid lands in the only spot where he has a line. And he does what champions do, man. He capitalized. He threw a ridiculous flick down that gap, to which I'm now thinking, oh, God, he's going to save a par. Paul's going to somehow screw this thing up, which he kind of did. And Gannon throws his next shot. Donk. OB. Like, unbelievable. Flip-flop again.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Paul back on top. They both birdie 14. Paul remembers, oh, yeah, I'm Paul McBeast on 15 and absolutely hearted one from 45 feet. It was sick. And I'm going, oh, yeah, fired up. We got a shot. Because I know what's going to happen on 16. Yeah? What? Do you see Gannonberg getting anything other than a 3 on that hole ever?
His game just suits it so well.
He 3'd it all 3 rounds.
Well, and he's not the only one. Didn't Calvin do it all 3 rounds too? No, he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, if that hole isn't an island hole, is it a par 4?
Yeah. I think it'll be a par 4 next year.
Well, it's a it's par 5 now.
Oh no,
it's a par 4.
I'm jumping ahead a few holes.
No, 15.
Yeah.
16. 16 is what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking of 16. Yeah.
Yeah, 16's a par 5. But if it's not an island hole, is it a par 5?
It's not an island hole, no.
I mean, they would all be more aggressive on their second shot for sure, but it had to be the easiest hole on the course. There were so many eagles. So many. And Paul's upshot on that was a little shaky, man. I think he got away with one, which is another one of those things that I'm guessing the rest of the year, all these other tournaments that we're not seeing when things aren't going his way, there's no way that creeped over that creep. Yes. Man, that's going to hit that thing and plop down in there, I'm guessing. So we're back to a 1-stroke lead. We get to hole 17. God, I was for sure Gannon was going to make that. I mean, it was only 50 feet from a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Paul got lucky there too. That thing was
because they both missed and caught those bricks behind the basket, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Paul got lucky on his tee shot. Gannon threw the same tee shot all 3 rounds. Flicked over to the right, give him a scary putt, but a putt. Paul's play is to try to ace it because if you fly the basket, you chip in for a par. And I'm pretty sure that thing was going nowhere but in that stupid creek. You like that hole?
It feels goofy being 17.
You think if it's in the middle, you'd be okay with it? But you don't like it?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would bat an eye if it was in the middle of the course.
I don't think I like it. I think it's pretty fluky. You see some weird things happening.
Would you think that hole would be better with a drop zone? Because I feel like that type of green is a hole that we see get a drop zone 90% of the time. And I don't know if that's the right move or not.
Well, you bring up a good point. Gannon got a fabulous spot in round 2. He didn't clear the corner, and they gave it to him there. And I'm guessing that happens often. And you know what? I'll give Gannon props. He was lobbying against himself.
Yeah, that's what they said on the coverage.
He's probably going to make any putt from 45 feet. Probably didn't matter, but yeah, get out of here. Paul, come on, you guys. Gannon Burr lovers. But then we get to 18, and Gannon threw that drive. Dude, that was ridiculous. And he's right. That's the best drive that hole has ever seen, ever. And Paul got away with another one. Left, hit, came down to a pretty good spot.
When I was watching post-produced, I obviously knew who won. But after seeing Gannon's tee shot and knowing Paul has to step up and Paul has to birdie to win, even knowing how it ends, I had no faith that Paul was going to pull out that shot. And then to see that it clipped a couple trees and fell in a fortunate spot, okay, that kind of makes sense.
And as soon as it did, it landed in that good spot, and he walked up there. That shot he threw was, like I said, for Gannon. Paul did what champions do. He took advantage of a good situation, and he threw the best shot that you could throw at that time from that position. Absolutely parked it, and you could see the relief just take over that dude's body, man. He jumped, he fist pumped, he was jacked up, and I'm not gonna lie, Jordan, I was nervous as heck that he was gonna somehow miss that putt. That thing was like it was 8 to 10 feet, and wow.
Well, let's not overlook the knee putt Gannon drained on 18 to just make Paul have to take that extra half a second before he tapped that in. It would have been pretty easy to just kind of throw in the towel. It's a knee putt, uphill, 20 feet. Just if you cage it, you cage it. Get Paul's moment, but
Gannon, that putt was so easy for Gannon Burr, dude. That was like a 7-footer for us. That kid is so good. But man, what an instant classic. What a fun way for it all to play out. I'm with Kyle. That hole 18 is, I'm sure when you're on site, is scary as heck to throw. And man, couldn't play it out any better.
Yeah.
Loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The new school versus the old school.
Yeah, and do you think this possibly gives Paul some confidence and lights a little fire under him? We're going to see a little beast mode at the top, or are we going right back to where we were at D-Glow?
I mean, it's not going to hurt his confidence. Like, it takes a big weight to get that off your shoulders. But the field is so good. There's so many players. Gannon has proven week after week he's going to be at the top. But outside of Gannon, can you really trust that anybody else is going to be in the mix every week? No, Paul hasn't shown it recently. It's hard to know. I don't think I can put him in that category yet, even with a win.
Yeah. And Kyle's right. Paul's the first 2-time winner at Idlewild. They've had multiple different winners since, I think the stat's 2017 that we've been playing there. But yeah, I'm with you, man. It's as much as I want to see him win, I hope that he wins. It's going to be tough, but he probably had his speech after was awesome. He said, I may not have been winning at disc golf the last 2 years, but he pointed at his wife and kid and said, but I'm winning at life. And I think that one statement said a whole bunch about that dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for a long time, eat, breathe, sleep, disc golf. Now, wife, kid, foundation, disc golf, probably in that order, which is, yeah, the right way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. All right. Well, we did have a survivor going on, didn't we?
Sure do. Down to the final 6 coming into this, I think.
Let's take a peek at it. This is the longest I've been alive.
This might be one of our longest leagues we've had going.
So we had a lot of dudes on Isaac. We had a lot of dudes on Isaac. We had a Kyle Klein, which I would have guessed was going to be the first dude out. That guy, man, played well. Played well. I don't like his putt, but played well. Chris Dickerson played well. So I would have guessed he.
I thought this was a week we could lose a good chunk of people.
Yeah. Do you know where Dickerson finished?
I think he was like 6th or 7th. He was right up at the top. He's tied for 5th with Calvin.
Yeah. Yeah, ridiculous, isn't it? Just quiet. We didn't hear anything about him, and he was just right in there. Kevin Jones, right up in there. Would have been a good week to use my survivor pick on KJ USA.
If you would have picked him, I would have said you were on something.
I think that talking KJ USA, I think playing on feature cards for a guy like him is super advantageous. I think that he performs under that kind of thing, and he's not on feature cards very often, and he was on feature card as a past champ. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's why he was on there. But anyhow, Survivor League. We'll see you, Tyson. Thanks for your money. Play again next time. So, yeah, looking at this.
Your surefire bets are becoming fewer and fewer.
Yeah, I got one super solid one left in the hole. You used him this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have to go Calvin, I think, this next week. You'll probably go little Nick. So, I don't know. I mean,
we'll have to see.
I'm telling people right now, I'm going Calvin. So yeah, I mean, I'm dumb if I don't. I don't want to leave him on the table. He's having a tremendous year.
You know,
speaking of
Barella's been a solid pick. He didn't even cash this weekend.
No, we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, he was Loff and I stink. Both of us stunk him up. We nailed it, didn't we?
Got it this time.
We nailed it. No. Not taking no Corey Ellis. I don't have any faith in that cat.
I take the best player available.
Player of the year. The way too early player of the year predictions. Well, should we start with the men?
Sure.
All right, Gannon Burr.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the ladies. Yeah, there's no way Gannon doesn't win Player of the Year with what he's doing. I'm guessing he'll probably win the USDGC. So, and probably pick up a couple more Pro Tour wins. But I do think we have a lot of interesting things going on in the ladies. This is the current PDGA world ranking. So I'm not 100% sure what the world ranking is based on. But this is what we got. So should we just kind of start at the bottom and work our way up?
Sure. At what number do you think that person actually has a chance to win Player of the Year? If you're going up that list, at what point does that person actually have a chance?
Well, what is Ella Hansen won? I mean, Cadence has no shot.
Nope.
Val Mondahano, 2
Nope.
podium finishes, a win and a third, no shot. Ella won Supreme Flight, we know that.
I don't think she has a chance.
What if she wins Throw Pink? But I mean, Throw Pink for the ladies isn't even a major. Yeah, I mean, Ella, probably not. Hannah, no way.
No.
Missy?
I think this is where you can actually start getting into the conversation.
I think this is the conversation. From Missy up, I think you can kind of argue for all of them a little bit. Right? Let's look at Missy. We've had 4 ladies majors, right?
Yep.
Champions Cup. Remember who won it? Missy.
That was Missy, right?
Missy. Yeah. And then we went to U.S. Women's. Evelina.
Yeah. Evelina. Yep.
And then we went to the European Disc Golf Festival. Silva. And Worlds. Do majors, for you, Jordan, picking a Player of the Year, do they hold a little bit more value than Elite 100%. Series events?
100%.
Okay, so
if anybody had won 2 majors, it would take a lot for somebody to overcome that, in my mind.
Yeah,
but 4 majors and no double winners yet.
How about recent play coming down the stretch? Like, even at the beginning, definitely at the beginning, Kristen was still Kristen, and she had a great start to the season. But she hasn't won a major. But she was playing really well. Holland Hanley hasn't won a major, but also hadn't finished out of the top 5 until Worlds. I think that Holland is up there without winning a major. Yes. Depending a lot on what happens coming down the stretch here too.
How many events do we have left?
Great Lakes, and then we're almost to the playoff. Whatever that means.
3 Pro Tours. We got the USDGC,
which isn't a major for them.
That's true. And then the Tour Championship,
which I don't think that counts as a major either, because it's kind of a strange format. But yeah, so let's start with Missy. Can you give her the nod on a Champion Cup win, and is that it? Cascade Challenge.
I think she's properly ranked. A good finish, if she wins multiple coming down the stretch, could put her in that conversation. But right now, she's in the spot that she deserves.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think she's in there.
Does Player of the Year, is this a Pro Tour thing, a PDGA thing?
This is
What are they
PDGA.
taking?
PDGA is who gives the award. Owen Scoggins.
I mean, it's a great storyline with the Masters and MPO or FPO and FP40 World Championships. That's a great story. She's how many other wins does she have? She has Idlewild.
Idlewild. She went to a playoff at Ledgestone but didn't win.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't see anything else. But the killer is that it is that she won Masters. I don't think it matters to this. This is the FPO Player of the Year. So
I think she's probably where she needs to be on the list.
She's gonna have to make a run,
and she's on one.
She's gonna have to win a couple more to have a shot. Evelina, dang man, U.S. Women's Major. Sula, PCS Sula. That's it. I think this is going to be a weird award. If it ended today, if it ended right now today, who are you giving it to? I'm putting you on the spot.
Scylla, and then Holland, 1-2. I don't know.
I'm going the other way though. Maybe I might have. Yeah, I think it goes Silva because Silva has the major and Silva has a couple of other elite series events. Yeah, I think Silva. Depending what happens from here on out, if it ended today, I'd give it to Silva. It's still up for grabs depending on what happens.
This one's not decided yet. MPO. Okay, yeah, we can move on.
MPO's over.
So, yeah.
I hope Owen can do it. She's going to have to do something here on out, though.
Yeah. She's not out of it.
She did win a world championship, though. All right, dude. Let's look at the picks from last week. I've been sucking at picks. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, you have.
I've been sucking bad. Bad. Oh my gosh. This guy, he has an Owen Scoggins poster in his bedroom. I guarantee you.
I know he's saying 2 of them to world championships, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's 2 of them for the posters.
All right, so weekly picks. Here's our sleeps. By the way, that's law. That's college law. Our sleeps. I went Joey Buckets, last year's champion. Loft went Marweed, one of my favorite players who I think is gonna win. He's gonna win. I took the green because Buckets, 14 places better, or tied 14th, 11 places better than normal. That's a good showing for Joey Buckets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Most of it in the last round. Marweasel averages 27th place.
And he got 27th?
Got 27th. That is definitely not sleeping. That's doing what you normally do. Shine. Loft got me. Loft got me good with Kyle Klein. Though Kyle Klein was barely relevant in the event because he was getting his butt kicked by 2 guys smoking it. he put the hammer to Isaac Robinson, who had a great last round, to bring all of us back into Survivor League and get me a yellow. I can't give anybody who finishes in the top 15 less than a yellow. Is he saying I'm 100? Rotten son of a bitch. All right. So then we go to our stinks.
Yeah,
I tell you what, man, it was so relaxing to see my stinks. So relaxing. I've been on the hot seat for weeks.
Yep.
Weeks.
At every event.
It's come down to the last hole 3 times, dude. It's too much. Too stressful for me. Like, I almost quit trying to pick a good stink and just go with somebody I know is going to stink. But
you got suckered back into doing it again next time.
Mama didn't raise no chump. All right. Well, we don't have to make any picks this week because we got a week off. Thank goodness. And then we're going to go to a Great Lakes Open, which another course that I love watching. I think that if I went and played it and you went and played it, I think we would think it was amazing. These dudes hate it.
Why is that?
They say no scoring spread. They don't like the tall grass, I guess. But yeah, they're pretty vocal about not enough scoring spread. I know that hole 1, dope. I know hole 2, sick. So yeah. I mean, and we've seen some incredible shots and plays there. Remember, we saw Paul go 18 down, is what Kyle's referring to. Course is a little bit different. Par's a little bit different. 18's way different. We saw Eagle throw that standstill flick from basically the road. I watched Lucas Carmichael blow it in. Oh, that was Toboggan, I think, at Am Nationals. This is Toboggan. Yeah, I watched Lucas Carmichael blow it. So I love it. I think it's fun. So bring it on. I know I'll be sitting in 2 weeks. So that gets us to our last part of the show, Jordan. Are you excited?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Welcome to Big Deal, the segment of the show where Jordan takes a deep dive into things that everybody's talking about, or maybe they've never even heard. Whether they deserve the hype and truly are a big deal, or are they really just an overblown, big deal, bro? You ready for this?
Sure.
I've tried to get you excited. I hope this is a stunner for you. Graham Disc Golf, a new company out of Estonia. My guess is where Kristen Tatar ends up. They're going away from flight numbers.
Heck yeah. I approve it.
They're using what they call the power button. You can see the power button right there. The more dots your disc has, the more stable it is. Jordan, is power button going to change disc golf?
No, not even close. I've never paid attention to flight numbers. Flight numbers, not that big of a deal. I don't know that this power thing is going to do anything.
You're being serious here? You're like, yeah, big deal, bro?
Big deal, bro.
Dude, are you kidding me? This is amazing. This is amazing. All you have to do, any idiot can understand this. They can look at the disc. They can say, ooh, this blue one has 5 power buttons. I can't throw my red one with 5 power buttons. I'm going to get one with 3. And they're going to throw it better. They're not going to have to worry about if it's fade and then turn or turn and then fade. They just got to look at the power button. Jordan, this is a big deal, man.
Okay, you can hop on that train.
I'm with you. This is stupid. I think it's funny. I think it's pretty cool.
It looks goofy. I admire the attempt at simplicity instead of trying to figure out what 4 numbers mean. It's one thing, but who's that 3 power in relation to? I mean, my full power could be worth 2 powers of that. I don't know. It's so subjective. It's weird. And what's it gonna do if I throw it at 3 power? What if I try and put 5 power into that thing? I don't know. It doesn't tell me what it's gonna do. Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
You know what happens though? You put this son of a buck on one of those dischargers and it turns to a 4. This is a 4 button. You got to be careful. You'll see. You're going to see.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm with you. I think it's a novel idea. I think for new players, it might be easier to describe. And maybe that's brilliant on their part for doing that. But I also think they're just going to have a very small niche in the market for a long time until Kristen comes back and starts winning with this stuff.
Right. Well, and then we'll see what the discs do and can do, and it'll make a little more sense.
Yeah, I really kind of hope that she ends up there. I think that would be pretty cool.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love the controversy. Yes, I do. All right, dude. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Millennium had kind of a cool thing there for a while too. I just the single graphic was good, which is great.
Yep.
Got any shout outs, bro?
I just shout out Bill Paulson and Jeff Priest and all the work and the KDSSF board, all the members that were there. Yeah, Tick Ranch was a good time. Glad to be a part of it. And I was glad it was back out of the Tick Ranch. Been a long time.
Yeah, I'm glad it's out there too. And it was so cool to see Paulson talking with that headset microphone on. I loved that. It was great to see Jeff out there hanging out. You know, we had Disc Golf Hall of Famer Mitch McClellan in the house. We had Buddy playing. Buddy told me he hadn't played in several months. We had Dennis out there. There was a lot of super cool dudes out there. Jeff.
It was fun, you know.
Jeff Upgrove, Chris Madison, Rich Norwood, just dudes that I don't get to see very often that I always love hanging out with. So yeah, I'm with you. Shout out to everything Tick Ranch and whatever the initials are, Scholarship Foundation. That was all awesome. But I can give out a shout out as well. Let me find it. My dude, you saw that he's taking over the junior disc golf tournament for me.
I saw that. That's good. I'm excited to see where that goes.
To Millbrook Park, that's where it's going. But yeah, that's going to be so cool to help Hudson figure out how to run a tournament and help him, and he's going to kill it, dude.
Yep, no doubt.
He's going to make sure everything is covered. He's going to design the course.
Awesome.
I think the big kids are going to play from the 58 Eagles. The big kids, I think, are going to play from the tee pads to most of the baskets. We may move some baskets and do some weird stuff, but the littler kids are going to play from the grass when it needs to be. it's going to be cool just to see what he comes up with and kind of stay out of his way, but also try to lead him. So
yeah,
I'm afraid if I give him free rein, we'll be going all over the park. But
no, I'm excited for that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I and the fact that he wanted to do it in Wichita, I think is great too, because I think we might get some adults out there watching the event go down and being part of it. They're supporting kids that way. And we're going to get the registration open this week. And man, last year we had I don't know of very many kids that had to pay an entry because so many people sponsored an entry fee or two. So we'll get that all up and running here. We're kind of waiting to figure out on the t-shirts because he wants to do a tie-dye t-shirt.
The grassroots.
I love it, man. I love it. And we'll probably have those available for adults to purchase as well to support the event. So it's going to be super cool. Super cool. So right on, man. Well, 75 is in the books. 76 will be the looking forward to Discraft Great Lakes Open. I think I have a surprising guest for that. That might be kind of fun. We'll see if I can talk him into it, but he did give me the okay, and then I forgot and didn't have him on. So hopefully he's not mad
Next
at me.
week.
Yeah. So, all right, dude. Hey, Jordan, thank you for coming on and let me chit chat disc golf for an hour and forget about the real world for a while. And
yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, wait, you going to Abilene?
Probably.
Heck yeah, I might be going too.
All right.
Later. See y'all.
See ya.